Lucifer the Asteroid/Venus. User: I saw Lucifer on an astrology chart recently. Is the Lucifer on astrological charts a star or asteroid? Answer: in astrology, Lucifer, designated 1930 Lucifer, is an asteroid, not a star. It is a real celestial body discovered in 1964 and classified as a main-belt asteroid. In astrological interpretations, asteroid Lucifer, 1930, is sometimes associated with themes of pride, enlightenment, rebellion, or the concept of bringing light, as the name Lucifer means light bringer in Latin. Its meaning in a natal chart depends on its placement, aspects, and house position, much like other asteroids used in astrology. User: why do people worship Lucifer, 1930? Or is it a different Lucifer they are referring to? Answer: the Lucifer that people worship or venerate is generally not the same as asteroid 1930 Lucifer in astrology. The name Lucifer has multiple meanings and associations, which can cause confusion. Here's a breakdown of the different interpretations. 1. Lucifer in Christian and occult traditions. In mainstream Christianity, Lucifer is often identified with Satan, the fallen angel who rebelled against God. This comes from a misinterpretation of Isaiah 14 verse 12, where Lucifer, Latin for light bringer, originally referred to the Babylonian king, not Satan. Some Luciferian groups reject this interpretation and see Lucifer as a symbol of enlightenment, rebellion against oppression, and the pursuit of knowledge, similar to how Prometheus stole fire from the gods. 2. Lucifer in Gnosticism. Certain Gnostic traditions don't see Lucifer as evil, but rather as a bringer of divine knowledge, gnosis, helping humanity break free from ignorance. Some modern occult groups, including Luciferians, view Lucifer as a force of illumination, wisdom, and free will, rather than a demonic being. 3. Lucifer as an asteroid, 1930 Lucifer. The asteroid Lucifer, 1930, is simply a name given by astronomers when it was discovered in 1964. It was not named after any religious figure but follows the general practice of naming asteroids after mythological or historical names. Astrologically, it can symbolize pride, rebellion, bringing hidden truths to light, or challenging authority, but it is not an object of worship. Who worships Lucifer? Luciferianism is a philosophical or spiritual belief system that reveres Lucifer not as a deity to be worshipped but as a symbol of enlightenment, freedom, and self-empowerment. Some satanic groups, but not all, like the Church of Satan, use Lucifer as a symbol of individualism and rebellion against religious dogma, but they do not believe in a literal Satan or Lucifer. Conclusion: different Lucifers. The Lucifer in astrology, 1930 Lucifer, is an asteroid and has nothing to do with worship. The Lucifer in Christian and occult traditions is a symbolic or mythological figure, with some viewing him as evil and others as an agent of wisdom and rebellion. The Lucifer worshipped or followed by some groups is often a philosophical or symbolic figure, rather than a literal deity. User: how do scientists or historians know what influences Lucifer, 1930, provides? Answer: the influences of asteroid Lucifer, 1930, in astrology are not determined by scientists or historians but rather by astrologers who analyze patterns and correlations. Scientists and historians do not recognize astrological meanings for celestial bodies, they study asteroids in terms of their physical properties and orbital mechanics. However, astrologers assign meanings based on symbolism, mythology, and observed correlations in charts. How astrologers determine Lucifer's influence. 1. Mythological and etymological associations. The name Lucifer means light bringer in Latin and has been historically associated with the morning star, Venus, pride, rebellion, and enlightenment. Astrologers often look at a name's mythology and how it has been used in history to derive symbolic meanings. 2. Observation in natal charts. Astrologers track Lucifer's placement in different people's birth charts to look for patterns. If Lucifer shows up prominently, e.g., conjunct the Sun, ascendant, or MC, in people who exhibit strong themes of pride, rebellion, truth-seeking, or defiance, they may associate it with those characteristics. 3. Case studies and transits. Some astrologers analyze major historical events and check where Lucifer was at the time. For example, if Lucifer was prominent during major revelations, scandals, or acts of defiance, it may reinforce themes of exposing hidden truths or challenging authority. 4. Astrological house and sign analysis. The sign Lucifer is in could modify its expression, e.g., Lucifer in Aries could manifest as aggressive rebellion, while in Pisces it might relate to spiritual or hidden knowledge. The house placement shows where its themes play out, e.g., 10th house for public rebellion, 12th house for hidden struggles. Scientific and historical perspective. Astronomers classify Lucifer as a main-belt asteroid, meaning it orbits between Mars and Jupiter. Historians study how the name Lucifer evolved in religious and cultural contexts, but they do not link it to astrology. There is no scientific evidence that asteroid Lucifer, or any asteroid, influences human behavior. Its astrological meaning is derived purely from symbolism and pattern recognition in astrology. User: so planetary influence is known by its patterns and that certain events tend to always occur at certain planetary transits and locations? Answer: precisely. User: why do you relate Lucifer, 1930, to Venus? Is the asteroid related to the planet Venus in some way? Answer: asteroid Lucifer, 1930, is not physically related to the planet Venus in any orbital or astronomical way. However, I mentioned Venus because the name Lucifer originally referred to the morning star, which is Venus when it appears just before sunrise. Why the name Lucifer was historically linked to Venus. 1. Etymology and classical meaning. Lucifer is Latin for light-bringer, lux equals light, fere equals to bring. In ancient Roman and Greek mythology, Lucifer, phosphoros in Greek, was a poetic name for the planet Venus when seen in the morning sky. 2. The biblical misinterpretation. In Isaiah 14 verse 12, the King James Bible translates the Hebrew word Helel, meaning shining one, or morning star, as Lucifer. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? However, the original verse was referring to a Babylonian king, not Satan. Later Christian tradition incorrectly equated Lucifer with the fallen angel Satan. Does asteroid Lucifer, 1930, have a physical connection to Venus? No, asteroid Lucifer, 1930, is a main-belt asteroid, meaning it orbits between Mars and Jupiter, far from Venus. It does not share an orbital resonance or any gravitational relationship with Venus. Why did I mention Venus? Since Lucifer originally referred to Venus before Christianity linked it to Satan, some astrologers associate asteroid Lucifer, 1930, with themes of illumination, pride, rebellion, and seeking knowledge, which are qualities often linked to the morning star myth. However, this is a symbolic connection, not a scientific or astronomical one. User: was there a time when humanity worshipped Venus, as they have once worshipped Saturn, or the Sun? Answer: yes, throughout history, many cultures have worshipped or venerated Venus as a powerful deity, just as they have the Sun and Saturn. Venus, being one of the brightest objects in the sky, has long been associated with love, war, fertility, beauty, and divine power. 1. Mesopotamian worship, Inanna/Ishtar. The Sumerians and Babylonians worshipped Inanna, Sumerian, and Ishtar, Akkadian, as the goddess of love, war, fertility, and the morning and evening star, Venus. Inanna's myth speaks of her descent into the underworld and resurrection, mirroring Venus' cycle of disappearing and reappearing in the sky. Ishtar was also linked to both love and destruction, embodying Venus' dual nature as a morning and evening star. 2. Greco-Roman worship, Aphrodite/Venus. The Greeks and Romans worshipped Aphrodite, Greek, and Venus, Roman, as goddesses of love, beauty, and desire. The planet Venus was sacred to them, and its cyclical appearance in the sky was thought to influence love, passion, and fate. The Romans even built temples to Venus, believing she was the divine mother of Rome through her son, Aeneas. 3. Mesoamerican worship, Quetzalcoatl and Xolotl. The Aztecs and Maya revered Venus as a major celestial force, associating it with Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent god of wisdom and civilization, and Xolotl, god of death and the underworld. The Maya tracked Venus obsessively and based their calendars and warfare rituals on its cycles, believing it influenced war and fate. The Aztecs considered Venus' heliacal rise a time of omens, destruction, and rebirth. 4. Ancient Egypt, the Eye of Horus and Hathor. Some scholars suggest that Venus may have been associated with Hathor, the goddess of fertility, love, and the celestial cow, whose iconography sometimes aligns with Venus' morning and evening star aspects. Venus' brilliance was sometimes linked to the Eye of Horus, a celestial symbol of cosmic balance and sight beyond the physical. 5. Other cultures and Venus worship. Persians and Zoroastrians, Anahita, a goddess of fertility and purity, had connections to Venus. Hinduism, Venus is personified as Shukra, the teacher of the demons, Asuras, representing knowledge, wealth, and pleasures. Nordic traditions, some have speculated that Freya, the goddess of love and beauty, shares similarities with Venus deities. Venus worship in relation to the Sun and Saturn. Like Saturn, Venus was considered an influencer of fate and time cycles, but instead of restriction, Saturn, Venus governed passion, war, and love. Like the Sun, Venus was seen as a heavenly guide, influencing human affairs and cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Conclusion. Venus was one of the most widely worshipped celestial bodies in history. Unlike Saturn, which was often associated with harsh lessons and karma, Venus was both a giver of pleasure and a bringer of war, depending on its phase as either the morning or evening star. Would you like to explore how Venus worship may have influenced esoteric traditions or mystery schools? User: Yes, continue. Answer: Venus has played a major role in esoteric traditions, secret societies, and mystery schools, often representing illumination, hidden wisdom, duality, and transformation. Many ancient traditions recognized Venus' complex cycle, its disappearance and reappearance in the sky, as a symbol of death, rebirth, and enlightenment. 1. Venus in the mystery schools of antiquity. Egyptian and Hermetic traditions. Some scholars believe Venus was linked to the Eye of Horus, representing hidden knowledge, divine vision, and cosmic order. In Hermeticism, Venus is sometimes associated with alchemy and transmutation, symbolizing the refinement of the soul through love and wisdom. The Emerald Tablet of Hermes, a key esoteric text, speaks of as above, so below, which aligns with Venus cycles influencing both earthly and divine realms. Pythagorean and Platonic influence. The Pythagoreans studied Venus as part of their sacred geometry and harmony of the spheres. They observed how Venus traces a 5-pointed star, pentagram, over 8 years in the sky, a cycle that influenced later esoteric symbols. Plato's dialogues hint at Venus as a symbol of divine love, eros, and the ascent of the soul toward higher knowledge. In Neoplatonism, Venus is linked to Sophia, wisdom, emphasizing the journey from material love to divine enlightenment. 2. Venus in the pentagram and occult symbolism. Venus' 8-year cycle naturally forms a 5-pointed star, pentagram, in the sky, which many occult traditions consider a sacred symbol of balance, enlightenment, and divine harmony. The pentagram was widely used by Pythagoreans, Gnostics, and later Freemasons as a symbol of human perfection and spiritual ascent. Freemasonry and Rosicrucianism. Venus and its cycle influenced certain Masonic and Rosicrucian teachings, where the pentagram was seen as a gateway to divine knowledge. 3. Venus in Gnostic and Luciferian traditions. Gnosticism often portrays Venus as a representation of Sophia, divine wisdom, a fallen but ultimately redeemed entity that seeks to guide humanity back to enlightenment. Some Gnostic texts associate Venus morning star aspect with Lucifer, not as a demonic figure, but as a bringer of light and knowledge, a misunderstood divine force. Luciferianism and Venus. Some esoteric interpretations see Venus as both a revealer and a challenger, a force that grants divine wisdom but also tests those who seek it. 4. Venus in alchemy and esoteric Christianity. Alchemy associates Venus with copper, beauty, transformation, and the divine feminine. The planet's cycles were believed to influence the philosopher's stone and spiritual transmutation. In esoteric Christianity, Venus was sometimes linked to Mary Magdalene, who represents sacred femininity and hidden wisdom. The Sacred Heart of Christ, a Venusian symbol of divine love, reflects the planet's role in guiding souls toward spiritual awakening. 5. Venus and the Luciferian rebellion motif. In some esoteric traditions, Venus' fall and rise in the sky mirrors the Luciferian rebellion motif, a being cast down, falling star, but ultimately ascending back to the heavens. This connects with Prometheus, the Greek titan who stole fire, knowledge, from the gods to enlighten humanity, another light-bringer figure like Venus and Lucifer. The morning star as a dualistic force. Some traditions see Venus as both a force of enlightenment and a warning against excessive pride, a paradoxical role found in both Luciferian and Gnostic thought. Final thoughts: Venus as the hidden light. Venus has been worshipped, studied, and revered in many traditions for its duality, love and war, wisdom and pride, destruction and creation. Whether seen as a goddess, a symbol of enlightenment, or a hidden force guiding the soul's transformation, its presence in esoteric teachings has remained central to humanity's search for deeper truth. Would you like me to explore a specific tradition further, such as its connections to secret societies or modern occult teachings? User: yes. Answer: Venus has remained a hidden yet powerful symbol within secret societies, mystical traditions, and modern occult movements. Its cycles, symbolism, and connection to hidden knowledge, transformation, and duality have made it a key archetype for esoteric groups throughout history. 1. Venus in Freemasonry and Rosicrucianism. The pentagram and Venus 8-year cycle. In Freemasonry, the pentagram, formed naturally by Venus' 8-year cycle, represents man's connection to divine wisdom, initiation, and spiritual mastery. The Rosicrucians, an esoteric order that blends mysticism and alchemy, viewed Venus as a guide to higher consciousness, linking it to Sophia, divine wisdom, and the great work of transformation. The morning star and Masonic degrees. Some Masonic teachings reference Venus in connection to the morning star, symbolizing illumination, personal enlightenment, and the path of the adept. The blazing star, a prominent Masonic emblem, has been interpreted as a Venusian light guiding initiates toward truth. Venus and the five-pointed star in lodge symbolism. The pentagram is used in Masonic and Rosicrucian architecture, representing balance, divine proportion, and enlightenment, all themes associated with Venus. Some higher degrees of Masonry may use Venusian themes in initiatory symbolism, linking the planet to hidden wisdom, transformation, and ascension. 2. Venus in Luciferian and Illuminist traditions. Venus as the light-bringer, Luciferian philosophy. The Luciferian tradition does not worship the biblical Lucifer as a deity but instead embraces Lucifer as a symbol of enlightenment, free will, and knowledge. Venus, as the morning star, represents illumination, rebellion against ignorance, and self-deification, a theme found in Gnostic and Promethean mythos. Some branches of modern Illuminism, not to be confused with conspiracy theories, use Venusian symbolism to signify spiritual liberation and breaking free from imposed dogmas. Lucifer, Venus, and the fall/rise cycle. Venus' cycle of descending below the horizon and then rising again mirrors the Luciferian rebellion and redemption motif, a force that falls but ultimately ascends toward greater wisdom. This is why some esoteric thinkers view Venus phases as a spiritual roadmap, guiding the soul through darkness toward enlightenment. 3. Venus in Theosophy and Occultism. Madame Blavatsky and the Secret Doctrine. In Theosophy, Helena Blavatsky connected Venus to the hidden wisdom of the ancient world, linking it to both Atlantean and Lemurian teachings. Blavatsky suggested that Venus and its spiritual forces influenced early human consciousness, acting as a cosmic teacher of esoteric knowledge. The Venusians, not in the UFO sense, but as spiritual intelligences, were believed to be advanced beings guiding humanity's evolution. Venus and the ageless wisdom teachings. Theosophists often linked Venus to occult illumination, secret initiations, and hidden planetary influences. Alice Bailey, a later theosophist, associated Venus with esoteric astrology, considering it a soul awakener that refines higher consciousness. 4. Venus and Kabbalah, the sacred feminine. Venus and the Shekinah. In Jewish mysticism, Kabbalah, Venus is sometimes associated with the Shekinah, the divine feminine presence of God. The Shekinah represents wisdom, love, and the transformative power of the divine, qualities often linked to Venus. Venus and the Sephiroth Netzach. In the Tree of Life, Venus corresponds to Netzach, the sphere of victory, beauty, and divine inspiration. Netzach governs art, love, desire, and creative power, mirroring Venus' traditional planetary associations. In ceremonial magic, invoking the energy of Venus is believed to bring harmony, artistic inspiration, and spiritual insight. 5. Venus and the New Age/modern esotericism. Venus as a star of spiritual evolution. In modern esoteric movements, Venus is sometimes seen as a beacon of ascension, helping souls evolve toward higher consciousness. Some channelers and mystics claim that Venus energy is guiding humanity toward unity, love, and spiritual awakening. Venus in astrology and magic. In astrological magic, Venus governs love, attraction, creativity, and harmony. Some occultists use Venusian symbols, pentagrams, copper, rose imagery, in rituals to invoke beauty, wisdom, and enlightenment. Conclusion: Venus as the hidden light of initiation. Across secret societies, Gnostic teachings, theosophy, and modern occult movements, Venus remains a symbol of illumination, duality, and initiation. Whether viewed as the morning star, Lucifer, the light bringer, a divine teacher, Sophia, the Shekinah, or an esoteric force guiding personal transformation, its influence persists in mystical traditions worldwide. Would you like a deeper dive into specific Venusian rituals, astrological magic, or hidden teachings from a particular tradition? User: yes. Answer: Venusian rituals have been performed for love, beauty, wisdom, and spiritual transformation. Different traditions emphasize different aspects of Venus, some invoking its power for personal attraction, while others use it for esoteric enlightenment. A. Ancient Venusian rituals. 1. Mesopotamian Ishtar Inanna rites. The Sumerians worshipped Venus as Inanna, performing rituals of descent and ascent to mirror her mythological journey into the underworld and return. Devotees would wear blue-green garments, Venus' sacred color. Chant hymns to the Queen of Heaven. Offer roses, myrrh, and honey at dawn or dusk, symbolizing Venus' two aspects, morning and evening star. Engage in sacred dance to honor Venus' duality of love and war. 2. Greco-Roman Venus-Aphrodite rites. The Romans celebrated Venus Genetrix, Mother Venus, in grand temple ceremonies. The Veneralia festival, April 1st, involved washing Venus statues with spring water, flowers, and incense. Practitioners seeking love or wisdom would burn copper coins, Venus metal, and recite prayers under a Friday full moon. B. Modern Venusian rituals. Modern esoteric practitioners use Venusian energy for love and attraction, wealth and artistic inspiration, mystical insight and enlightenment. 1. Venus Planetary Invocation, Esoteric Magic. Best performed on a Friday, Venus Sacred Day. Ideal under Venus hour in planetary astrology. Light a green or pink candle. Burn copper-infused incense, such as sandalwood or rose. Chant an invocation like, "O bright morning star, bringer of love and wisdom, grant me beauty in heart and mind, and let your light awaken my soul." Meditate on Venus pentagram path, envisioning a golden light filling your aura. 2. Astrological magic related to Venus. Venus is one of the most powerful planets in astrological magic, influencing love, money, harmony, and esoteric wisdom. A. Venusian astrological timing. Best days for Venus magic. Fridays, ruled by Venus. Full or waxing moon in Taurus/Libra, Venus home signs. Venus Cazimi, Venus at the heart of the Sun equals extreme empowerment. Avoid. Venus retrograde, when Venus appears to move backward, it weakens her influence. B. Venusian talismans. In Renaissance astrology, Venus talismans were made from copper, her metal, and engraved with her astrological symbols during auspicious Venus transits. Used to attract love and relationships. Enhance artistic creativity. Strengthen divine wisdom and intuition. 3. Hidden teachings about Venus from various traditions. Venus is more than just a love goddess. In esoteric traditions, she represents wisdom, initiation, and cosmic transformation. A. Venus in alchemy, the secret key to transmutation. Venus represents the refinement of the soul through love and beauty. Alchemists associated her with copper, which was thought to purify base metals into gold, symbolizing spiritual enlightenment. The Venusian pentagram was seen as a divine map of ascension, guiding the adept through the great work. B. Venus in Luciferian and Gnostic thought. Venus' fall and rise in the sky mirrors the Luciferian myth of descent and illumination. Some Gnostics believed Venus represents Sophia, the fallen wisdom goddess, who seeks to return to her divine state. The morning star motif is often linked to forbidden knowledge and enlightenment, challenging established dogmas. C. Venus and the Tree of Life in Kabbalah. Venus corresponds to Netzach, the sphere of victory, beauty, and divine inspiration. Netzach teaches how to harness emotions and desires to achieve higher spiritual states. Venusian energy can be activated through chanting Hebrew divine names such as Yhvh Tsaboth, associated with Netzach. Final thoughts: the path of Venus as a mystical journey. Venus' role across mystical, occult, and esoteric traditions is far deeper than love and beauty. She represents 1. Illumination and transformation, as seen in her morning star aspect. 2. Harmony between material and spiritual worlds, alchemy, Kabbalah, and theosophy. 3. The journey of the soul through cycles of fall and ascension, Luciferian, Gnostic, and Venusian pentagram path. Would you like specific instructions for creating a Venus talisman, a ritual script, or an in-depth breakdown of Venus pentagram cycle in astrology? User: yes. Answer: 1. Creating a Venus talisman, step-by-step guide. A Venus talisman is a powerful tool in astrological magic, used for attracting love, beauty, harmony, wealth, and spiritual enlightenment. A. Best timing for creation. Day: Friday, Venus Day. Hour: Venus hour, can be calculated using planetary hours. Astrological conditions. Venus strong in Taurus, Libra, or Pisces, her rulership and exaltation. Venus not retrograde or afflicted by malefic planets. Ideal during Venus Cazimi, when Venus is within 17 minutes of the Sun, empowering her energy. B. Materials needed. Metal: copper, Venus sacred metal. Gemstones: rose quartz, emerald, or lapis lazuli. Ink: green or gold ink for inscriptions. Symbols to engrave or draw. Venus astrological glyph, female sign. The five-pointed star, representing Venus cycle. Hebrew divine name Yhvh Tsaboth, Kabbalistic Venusian sphere, Netzach. The seal of Venus from the Picatrix or Key of Solomon. C. Ritual process. 1. Purify the space with incense, sandalwood, rose, or frankincense. 2. Consecrate the talisman by holding it in your hands, visualizing Venus' golden green light filling it. 3. Recite an invocation. O Venus, Queen of the heavens, bringer of beauty, love, and harmony, I call upon your radiant power. Infuse this talisman with your divine presence, so it may bring forth love, creativity, and wisdom in alignment with my highest good. 4. Charge it under a Venus-aligned celestial event, e.g., full moon in Libra. 5. Wear or carry the talisman to enhance Venusian energy in your life. 2. Venus ritual script for love, wisdom, and spiritual harmony. Preparation. Set up an altar with Venusian symbols, roses, a mirror, a copper coin, and a green or pink candle. Burn Venusian incense, rose, myrrh, or sandalwood. Invocation of Venus. Face east and light the candle while chanting. O star of the morning, O light of the evening, brightest among the celestial spheres, bring me beauty, wisdom, and divine love. Guide me on the path of harmony and truth. Meditation and visualization. Close your eyes and envision Venus' golden green light descending from the sky, wrapping around you in a radiant aura. Imagine a five-pointed star spinning within your heart, filling you with love, wisdom, and inspiration. Final affirmation. Hold your hands over the altar and declare. By the grace of Venus, my desires align with divine harmony. So shall it be. Let the candle burn down safely and thank Venus for her blessings. 3. Venus Pentagram Cycle in Astrology. A. The sacred 8-year pentagram cycle. Every 8 years, Venus completes a five-pointed star, pentagram, pattern in the sky. This is because Venus' synodic cycle, the time between her successive appearances as the morning or evening star, lasts 584 days, which over 8 years creates 5 synodic cycles forming a perfect pentagram. This pattern was worshipped by the ancients as a sign of divine beauty and harmony. B. The 5 points of Venus star, dates when Venus retrogrades. Each point of the pentagram corresponds to a zodiac sign where Venus stations retrograde. 1. Aries. 2. Leo. 3. Scorpio. 4. Capricorn. 5. Gemini. These signs carry a special Venusian influence every 8 years, marking key cycles in relationships, creativity, and personal evolution. C. Venus dual aspect, morning and evening star. Morning star Venus, Lucifer aspect. More assertive, passionate, pioneering. Associated with illumination, rebellion, and wisdom. Evening star Venus, Hesperus aspect. Softer, receptive, introspective. Symbolizes mystical beauty, hidden knowledge, and divine love. This duality reflects esoteric Venusian teachings, showing her role as both a revealer and a harmonizer in spiritual evolution. Final thoughts. Venus is far more than a planet of love. Her cycles and esoteric wisdom have shaped mysticism, astrology, and secret traditions for centuries. Would you like a Venusian spell, or guidance on activating Venus energy in your life? User, yes. Answer, Venus magic is potent for love, beauty, attraction, creativity, and spiritual harmony. These 3 spells are among the most well-known and effective. 1. The Venusian attraction spell, for love and magnetism. Purpose, to attract love, deepen a relationship, or enhance personal magnetism. What you need. A pink or red candle. Rose petals and cinnamon, Venus herbs of attraction. Copper coin, Venus metal. A small mirror. Venusian incense, rose, jasmine, or sandalwood. Ritual process. 1. On a Friday night during a waxing moon, set up your altar with the candle, mirror, and rose petals. 2. Light the candle and burn the incense, invoking Venus. O Venus, Queen of Love, fill my life with radiant attraction. Let my aura shine like the morning star, drawing love and beauty to me. 3. Hold the mirror and visualize a soft pink-gold light surrounding you. Feel yourself becoming irresistible, charming, and radiant. 4. Place the copper coin under the candle and let it charge overnight. Carry it as a talisman for attraction. 5. Thank Venus and blow out the candle gently. 2. The Venusian Beauty Spell, for radiance and confidence. Purpose, to enhance beauty, self-love, and inner radiance. What you need: a bowl of spring water. Rose water and honey, Venus' sacred elements. A green candle. Copper jewelry or a Venusian symbol. Ritual process. 1. On a Friday at Venus hour, mix rosewater and honey into the bowl of water. 2. Light the green candle and say, Venus, grant me the glow of the stars, the beauty of the heavens, and the charm of the divine. 3. Dip your fingers into the bowl and gently anoint your face, neck, and heart with the mixture. 4. Place the copper jewelry or Venusian symbol over your heart, absorbing Venus energy. 5. Let the candle burn safely and thank Venus for her blessings. 3. The Venusian Wealth and Abundance Spell. Purpose, to attract wealth, prosperity, and creative success. What you need: a green or gold candle. Basil, mint, and cinnamon, Venus wealth herbs. A piece of copper or a dollar bill. A sigil or petition of your wealth intention. Ritual process. 1. On a Friday night during a waxing moon, light the candle and sprinkle the herbs in a circle. 2. Hold the dollar bill or copper in your hands and say, Venus, bringer of abundance, fill my hands with prosperity and my heart with gratitude. 3. Place the sigil or petition under the candle and let it burn safely. 4. Carry the copper or dollar bill as a charged talisman of prosperity. How to activate Venus energy in your life. Venus governs love, beauty, luxury, creativity, and harmony. Activating her energy enhances these areas. 1. Align with Venusian timing. Fridays, Venus sacred day, wear Venusian colors, green, pink, or gold, light candles, and set intentions. Venus hours, use planetary hours to perform rituals at optimal times. Waxing moon and Venus transits, work magic when Venus is strong in the sky. 2. Use Venusian symbols and offerings. Offer copper, rose petals, honey, or sweet perfumes at an altar dedicated to Venus. Surround yourself with Venusian imagery, such as pentagrams, doves, or Aphrodite statues. 3. Work with Venusian elements. Foods, sweet fruits, peaches, figs, strawberries, and honey-infused drinks. Crystals, rose quartz, emerald, or lapis lazuli. Music and art, surround yourself with harmonious, romantic, or aesthetically pleasing sounds and visuals. 4. Venusian meditation and affirmations. Meditate on the Venus pentagram cycle, visualizing her celestial light filling your aura. Daily affirmations. I am a magnet for love, beauty, and abundance. Venus energy flows through me, bringing harmony to all I touch.